All right, YouTube, today is November the 3rd, 2024. Today I wanted to talk about why I decided to go to college. Um, why I decided to go to college. Right now in my fourth year, majoring in accounting. So I went to college in 2021, and I'm almost about to graduate. Uh, got a few semesters left. Um, I'm a first generation college student, so I'm the first one to go in my family, and that really just gets my point started. So growing up, I didn't really grow up in a good two part of Atlanta. So and I didn't really have no people to guide me, help guide me, or anything like that until we, I guess, moved to my auntie. With my auntie, we moved with my auntie, which is more in a suburban area. Um, After we moved there, I was around, I guess, people that'll influence you in a better, basically a better environment, I guess you would say. I was in a better environment. It was something to get used to, but I guess eventually we got used to it because it was a lot of differences, a lot of differences for sure, and just something as simple as when I was staying there, kids would be outside out in the neighborhood. But when I got to like the suburbans, nobody was outside. No kids was outside. Um, just simple differences like that you had to get used to. So now I'm all in the house because none of the kids are outside. Um, but back to the point why I decided to go to college. Um, so once I was in the ninth grade, I eventually knew I was gonna be in college or going to college. I feel like I had people, or ninth or tenth grade, one of them. I realized I was gonna go to college. I feel like it was, they were saying, oh, they'll give you, scholarships. It's a scholarship for anything, or you know what I'm saying. And then I was just thinking like, I didn't want to work at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying, for the rest of my life. So how can I not work at that McDonald's? Or how can I not go back to the situation that I was born in or grew up in for the majority of my life? How can I not go back to that? So back in 2017, I was a freshman in high school. So I basically decided I was gonna go to college. I knew I was gonna go to college because I just felt like I wanted a better life, or I desired a better life. Um, and college is not the only way to get a better life, but at the time, that's what my mindset was. Or just what my mindset was at the time. So, and I just heard things about it or whatever. Um, so in 2021, I went to college, and I was thinking about going to the army. I was thinking about just doing a whole lot of things, especially my senior year. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I know I just said in 10th grade, ninth grade, I knew I was gonna go to college. But in that little stretch where you be like, dang, do I really want to go to college? Dang, should I just go to the military? Should I just go be a doctor? Like, you just be going everywhere with your mom. So I was really just questioning everything, but ultimately, I decided to go with college. And mainly the reason is because, like I said, I really didn't want to of repeat of what I had grew up in. I didn't want my future family to have to deal with that. And I just feel like I grew up with a different perspective on, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I was more open minded, and I just had, I guess you would say, a different mindset than um, my other, I guess, older siblings. I guess you would say older siblings because pretty much none of them went to college. I just had a different perspective on it, and that's all good. But I think it was like statistically, people who go to college statistically earn more than people who don't go to college. On I guess on average, not overall, but I guess on average, people who go to college earn statistically more money over time than people who don't. And people be like, oh, you're gonna get into all this debt and school debt and all that other stuff. But my response to that is, I think of it as an investment. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you will get your return on that investment, depending on what you go for, and then as well as what school you go to, because depending on the school, you can get 200,000 in debt, but at another school it could be 20,000 in debt, or whatever. But you'll eventually, depending on if you go to school for something meaningful that's needed, you'll eventually get your return on your investment. So that's how I looked at it. That if I do get in debt, I'll get my return on my investment. So that was, I be hearing like people be like, "Oh, I don't want to get into all this debt and all that other stuff." Well, I also don't want to live a harder life. It's gonna be hard either way though, whether you go to college or not, whether you go to trade school or not. Like, it's gonna be hard. Life is just hard. So it's really a matter of choosing your hard. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to live in a bad area no more. So that definitely played a part into my decision into going to college. And I really didn't grow up with no, I guess, role model or nothing like that. So, I was watching YouTube, watching Muhammad Ali motivational videos, and yeah, that was, I guess, my role model, motivation, or whatever you want to call it. So I really had to make the decisions by myself, I guess. And it was, I guess everybody got to make decisions by themselves. But the point is the reason I went to college is because I didn't want to have a life that I didn't want to live the same life that I grew up in. I didn't want to live in the same area that I grew up in. I want to experience different things. I want to live a different life. I don't want to live in Atlanta for the rest of my life. I want to travel. And when I was younger, I didn't get the gift of really any of those. Of trying new things, experiencing new things, going new places, and only places I've been to when I was like younger, living there, Mississippi, Alabama, Mississippi and Alabama, when I was living back in low income neighborhoods. And when I went to Mississippi, all we did was just go to another low income neighborhood. When I went to Alabama, the same thing. So I seen it, the same thing all my life, low income neighborhood. So I knew I wanted to, something better than that. I wanted something better. So once I got to like college, or I was able to travel a little bit more, have a little bit more money, see the world a little bit more, then I was like, yeah, this is what I want. Went to go see Puerto Rico, went to go see California, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want to see. Now I know my passion. My passion is traveling, seeing new things, trying new things, having new experiences. So how am I going to get more of that? The only way to get more of that is to, I guess, have money. So you gotta figure out how you gonna get money or make money. So I trying to get an accounting degree. Accounting, I guess, makes decent money, I guess. I use that money to fund my passion, which is traveling. You know, I can also use that to have the American dream, if that's possible, in today's, environment, or whatever you want to call it, economy, if that's possible. So I feel like going to college has, or will, open up many doors. Well, it has already, but it will continue to open up more doors than I did, or that I wouldn't have. If I would have never went to college, I wouldn't have these doors open. I feel like I'd probably still, work at McDonald's, or like a $12 hour job, or $8 hour job. My sister, she worked at this one job. She made like $7 an hour, and I think she still do right now. She told me that. I was like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. How can you live off that? How can you live on $7 an hour? But luckily, she's a teenager. And then the good thing about that, I was the first to go to college. Then I got two little sisters in college right now. And then my other sister that was working at a $7 job, she about to graduate, and she going to college too. So, hey, I don't know if I was the role model or what, but I don't think I was in that. But it'll be cool. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. That'll be cool for sure. We all gonna be college graduates. But man, ultimately the decision is yours. I feel like I'll have my return on my investment eventually. I'll be able to live a better life than I had when I was younger, and I won't have to live off food stamps or struggle. And I can also use that money to invest in businesses and try not to live paycheck to paycheck. And I'll see y'all later. See y'all in the next video. That's it.